The Chicago Bulls have signed Zach Lavine, the explosive shooting guard. Earlier yesterday, the Sacramento Kings put out an offer sheet, for Zach Lavine because he was a restricted free agent. So when you're a restricted free agent, your team can either match what another team brings to the table, or they can just let the other team just take you because they don't want to sign you back. But the Bulls matched the offer. They are keeping Zach Lavine for the next 4 years. So obviously the Gar and Pax believe that Zach Lavine is, one of the core pieces that they got from that Jimmy Butler trade that they're going to keep. They got Dunn. They have Lauren Markkinen, who they drafted the number 7 overall pick. They essentially got a starting 5 from that Jimmy Butler trade. They essentially got 5 players for 1 in the draft pick because they traded Jimmy Butler for Zach Lavine, Chris Dunn, and they got the number 7 pick, which was Lauren Markkinen. Then this year, because they had a bad record, they ended up drafting Wendell Carter Jr. out of Duke and Chandler Hudson out of San Diego or something like that, or Boise State. So they were able to essentially get the starting 5. Now they are very young. At first, I didn't think that Gar and Pax were going to sign, Zach Lavine back. I heard him on numerous radio shows, and they were talking like, yes, they like him, but they didn't know going forward how they was going to deal with the situation. Now, as a business move, they did let Zach Lavine go out there and test the market, and not really test the market. They really left him out there floating to see what team, how much a team will put on the offer sheet. And to me, that was a good business practice, but it could have blew up in their face because someone could have came with like $25 million and would have $25 million a year. Now, would have the Bulls match that? I don't think the Bulls would have matched that. So I think us as Bulls supporters, the Bulls is my team. I'm happy that Sacramento didn't come in with a crazy offer sheet. I think they came in what 80 million, something like that, 20 million a year. So the Bulls did match that. So they have him in the fold. I like Zach Lavine. I always liked Zach Lavine. I liked the Zach Lavine when he came out of UCLA. I wanted the Bulls to have a chance to draft him, but the Bulls didn't have a chance to draft him. But now that they have him, yes, he's coming off the ACL, but it seemed like last year he still had his explosiveness. His timing was off, of course, because he missed so much time, and he was kind of like thrown into the lineup, with other guys that was already there, and the chemistry wasn't always down pat yet. But Zach Lavine, I believe, he has all-star talent. To me, he definitely has all-star talent. Now, can that manifest itself on the court, and he can play with consistency, play with poise, play better defense? I don't think he's going to ever be a great individual defensive player, but maybe he can, play within a team concept defense. Most of the time, defense is just, know-how and will. If you really want to stop a guy, if you take pride in a guy scoring on you, you will play good defense, man. That's just what it is. It's just going out there and putting the effort in and playing deep. And that's one thing this young Bulls team going to have to do. They're going to have to play better defense because there's going to be nights when they're going to play better teams that are better suited, or teams that have better chemistry than them, because the Bulls are still learning on the fly. Now they finna interject 2 rookies into them and probably into the starting lineup, which I just think they should just start all 5 of those guys and let those guys just learn on the fly, man. There's no better way to learn than just get out there and play and see what they got, because 2019 is coming up, and the Bulls will have some cap space to sign someone in the 2019 free agency. So they need to see all what they have this year. This year should be a test market to see what you have in these young guys. Don't pull them so early when they make a mistake. Let them know that, yes, you're going to make mistakes. I want you to learn from your mistakes, but I'm not going to pull you if you make a couple mistakes. Let these guys get comfortable with being out there. That's one thing about a professional athlete. He has to know that you have his back. He has to know that he can make a mistake. He has room to make a mistake without getting yanked out. So, and Fred Hoiberg's system is wide open. It's a wide open offensive system. It's predicated. These guys that they got, these are Fred Hoiberg guys. You know what I'm saying? These guys are the guys that he wants for his system. So let's see if his system works. Let's see how good his system works. I believe the Bulls can make the playoffs. I truly do. LeBron James is gone, so Cleveland is going to go down a peg or 2. You know, you got Toronto out there. You got your Bostons out there. You got your Milwaukee's out there with Guinness. You have other teams out there. You got the Washington Wizards. But I believe the Bulls can get an eight seed or a 7 seed and get into playoffs. Although Boston and Philadelphia are at the top, I think, of the Eastern Conference, they're both teams are still fairly young and unproven. So anything can happen in the East. I mean, anything. I won't be surprised if Milwaukee come out the East. I wouldn't be surprised if the Wizards come out the East and play in the finals. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm telling y'all. I know everybody be like, man, well, you a homer. That's why you're talking about your team. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bulls come out the East. The Bulls got just as much talent as all the other teams. The only thing the Bulls have to do is get some chemistry. The Bulls have some pretty good talent. And the Bulls, one thing about the Bulls, they're deep. They're two man deep in each position. So they have pretty good depth. They're gonna have one of the best. They're gonna have a top 5, top 6 bench in the league, I believe, coming out. Spelling their starters. So let's see what Zach is gonna do. I believe Zach has a chance to at least make a run for the All-Star team in the East. And look, the guy is explosive. The guy can shoot the 3. The guy can take you off the dribble. He got good speed, good quickness. He just needs to, shoot the ball with better percentage, take better shots. That's your shooting your basketball IQ, and just play better on defense, man. Just give it what you can give it on defense, and play hard and just come out and this Bulls, as young as this team is and young as Zach is, he needs to be one of the leaders on this team. So let's see what they do. Go Bulls, Bulls Nation. Subscribe to the channel. I'm out.